Amiibo fight, the streamer with the spark, bringing joy and laughter to our hearts. With a controller in hand, ready to play, entertaining us all every single day. Oh, Amiibo fight, you're the star of the screen, streaming games and living out your dream. From Mario Kart to Smash Bros. Fights, you light up our lives with your gaming nights. Oh, Amiibo fight, you're the star of the screen, streaming games and living out your dream. From Mario Kart to Smash Bros. Fights, you light up our lives with your gaming nights. From the first hello to the final goodbye, you create a community that's hard to deny. With your quick reflexes and witty remarks, you built a following that spans the dark. Oh, Amiibo fight, you're the star of the screen, streaming games and living out your dream. From Mario Kart to Smash Bros. Fights, you light up our lives with your gaming nights. Through the ups and downs, you never sway. With each victory and loss, you still slay. You've created a family, a virtual crew, supporting each other, always staying true. Oh, Amiibo fight, you're the star of the screen, streaming games and living out your dream. From Mario Kart to Smash Bros. Fights, you light up our lives with your gaming nights. In this digital realm, we all unite, as Amiibo fight takes us on a gaming flight. With every stream, the fun is never done. Thank you, Amiibo fight, for making it all so fun. Yeah.
All right, testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. Let me scooch my chair up a little bit here. I always feel like we need some kind of like when joining in on this screen. But anyway, hope everyone's having an awesome Wednesday. This is Michael Purgatorio, giving you guys your Amiibo talk. That's right, it's time to have the talk of Amiibo. So I really posted something new in the Discord, guys, so we're probably going to spend a little time on that before we get to what's going on in the community, because the restock report is very barren. It's a little dry. So yeah, we're just going to actually skip that all today. But we had a topic here coming in from a young man named Frostbite. So he says, we already know Smash 6 will make some roster cuts. What functionality will the amiibo of cut characters have, in your opinion? Now, when we say cut characters here, I think a lot of people are still trying to put together how many characters are we going to cut here? Like, are we going to cut 5, 10? Or, I don't know what it is, guys. I still have a little bit of hope that that we will see all characters return. Yeah. In fact, they may also include the DLC. I don't know, but that's really my a small prediction that they could go with. I just know it's going to cost them an arm and a leg, no doubt, no doubt. Um, so I mean, I still have a little bit of hope of that happening, but really, if they do cut characters, I think it could more than likely be about half the roster because this is a shit ton of characters. So the developers are working day and night to make sure everything's balanced, and then we still got Minecraft Steve at the end of it. But I'm not here to critique work. So to answer your question here, Frostbite, what are the functionalities going to be? I think it'll be equipment or spirits, maybe even coins, the in-game currency, whatever they do with that. That's really my 2 cents on it, because we do see like Detective Pikachu providing you the Detective Pikachu spirit. Um, I think there's also a few Splatoon amiibo that will pretty much just give you the spirit or some coins. So that's really my 2 cents on the matter. We definitely would like to see more conversation here. In fact, we're going to be interviewing Miss Orchid here in a little bit here. Uh, okay, yeah, I think I missed that one. So I see in the chat, Frostbite pretty much quoting Sakurai, it won't happen. But, that's just saying this. I'm just saying Sakurai is sometimes a little trickster. So he might be trolling us and saying, nah, you're not going to get that again. And then he's like, you get that again. So, you just never know with Mr. Sakurai. When you think he's going to zig, he zags. So I really, uh, I really don't know what the future holds for Smash 6, but I'm excited. I'm very excited. And hey, we get to see Joseph again. uh, Joseph, get your freaking Switch fixed, damn it. I could see a few character specific things like Dr. Mario being cut would scan as Dark Pit would be Pit, the others equipment and spirits, etc. Maybe. But I think that's kind of a big ask, like Dr. Mario is now just Mario. I don't think they would do that. I don't think they would really. Um, Other than that, though, guys, I think we're about ready to go ahead and call in Orchid. It is about 5:15, so I gotta. Well, before I stream sept here, let me get into Discord. Oh wow, yeah. Way to install updates while I'm streaming here, bro. Thank you, thank you. All right, thank God they were quick. All right. All right, and let me also full screen this. All right. Actually, I'm gonna exit full screen for now until we're ready. Totally ready, because I still gotta call in Miss Orchid. One moment. But I also want to take this time to just let you guys know again, we are going to have some Raid Boss Arena later tonight. I'll be testing some stuff right after Amiibotalk at 8 p.m. Central Time. We're going to see who made the cut. Yeah, honestly, last week's Raid Bosses I thought were pretty good, but at the same time, I think some of those were just not. I just couldn't handle the nests really. uh, I literally gave Vocal Fan the finger for submitting that. Sorry, not sorry. Yeah, actually, it looks like Orchid is in the middle of a stream here, so we're gonna give him a little time and go over what's going on in the community. So right now, guys, it looks like USAC is still going through what a lot of people call AO or Adist Omnis. I love that name, by the way. I'm pretty sure my guys are just out. They're just done. Yeah, definitely a wake up call for my vanilla side. In fact, it's really actually making me want to just make some new stuff here because well, I don't really throw on slow-mo mode, but I feel like that's really helping a lot of people. So, in fact, I know that helps a lot of people. Look at Ecstasy Albert. That dude is a monster. And that was trained in slow-mo mode. But long story short, really looking forward to the future here. In fact, I got a few on my shelf that I'm like looking at right now. All right, potential. But yeah, Addis Dominus still going on. I think they're on chapter 9, chapter 10 out of 16 chapters. So we're almost going to be looking at the final bracket here, which I think is going to be great. I hope it gets streamed by somebody, anybody. Um, Also want to just go ahead and announce, guys, that soy sauce is pretty much I don't know if I want to say Merkin, but he's doing well. He's in first place here for Heatwave Havoc, so good job to Soy Sauce for that. And also we do have that's I'm sorry, I'm just looking at my chat right now and I got a very random thing. How many NFC tags do you have? I mean like blank NFC tags, not a lot, but as far as just NFC tags in general, quite a bit. Quite a bit. Also, Combine is in the chat. What's up? What's up? Uh, yeah, just trying to do like 10 things at once here. My bad. But,
Wow,
uh,
wow.
oh, is
I've been here for like the past 10 minutes. Hi.
okay. My bad. What's up, Orchid?
Hi, how's it going?
Going good. Going good. Actually, let me go ahead and stream. There we go. Stream Sept here. And we're going to go ahead and full screen that. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is Orchid, the leader, ambassador, just straight up bad bitch for the Schmorkid stream. How are you doing today, Orchid?
I'm doing great. I am on day 9 of 10 of the charity event I've been hosting, and
Awesome.
it's pretty great. We're on the last group for our bracket before we go into the final bracket of 207 amiibo.
Nice, nice. Yeah, that's really why I wanted to bring you on to kind of tell us a little bit more about the charity event you're doing, because it's barely. I don't even know if we can really just call it event. That doesn't do it justice. It's been a charity monstrosity. I mean, 9 days in a row, and is this going to be the very last day for this event, or
No, tomorrow's the last day,
tomorrow is the last day? Okay, and how
so it'll
much
be
money
10
have you?
days. We've raised $111 so far
Okay, yeah, that's
for
definitely
Justice for Children, which is a nonprofit in Austin, Texas, to help fight child abuse, to help support those kids who have suffered from child abuse from their families or from other ones. It's something I've personally experienced and something my little siblings still experience. So it's something I am really passionate about.
oh, wow. I really had no idea, and I'm really sorry to hear about that. But yeah, if tomorrow is the last day, I think I might jump on your stream for a little bit, maybe throw a little more cheddar towards the charity. Definitely, definitely.
That would be super appreciated. I'm sure uh, that it will go towards really good hands.
For sure, for sure. Well, Orchid, I'm a little unorganized here because normally when we have a guest come on, my first question is, who are you? So, can you tell us in your own words who is Orchid?
I am a very scatterbrained person. I'm an artist. I'm a writer. I am a video editor, game developer, a streamer. I'm just a whole grab bag of some nonsense. But I stream Amiibo as well as a lot of other games over on my Twitch channel at Schmorkid. But I've also been working on a few projects as of late. When I was a kid, I did game development, but then I kind of stopped. But I've recently gone back to it with a project I've been working with some people from the amiibo scene, such as Staples, Nubinator, called Land, Sea, and Air Hockey.
Hmm. Yeah. What? Could you give us a little more detail on that?
It is it is like an arcade style game where it's you and one other person kind of playing virtual air hockey, but it's got like powers and abilities, kind of like the Mario sports titles. Like in
Okay.
Mario Sluggers, you have like your special where if you're Daisy, you can like throw a ball that kind of spawns a little gate, or if you're Birdo, you can kind of suck the ball back in for a little bit. It's kind of like that, but the abilities are really wacky.
Yeah, that actually sounds like a hell of a lot of fun, and the fact that air hockey's been around for man, just decades now, and no one's really tried to up the ante or do anything new to it. That's pretty big brained of you.
Yeah, it's been I started developing it last September, so it's almost a year now since it's been a development, and there's been a lot going on in my life. So obviously it's not as developed as I would hope it to be, but we're hoping to get a demo out by Halloween.
Nice, nice. I would totally love to demo that, definitely. But yeah, as far as your amiibo journey here, can you take me back to really your first amiibo and your first really impression of amiibo?
So I am a Captain Kitty. I um came to the amiibo scene from one of Captain Kidd's videos. It was like about like I can't remember which tournament, but it had like Omega Luigi as the star of the video, and then there was like a link to Amiibo Fight Club. So I was like, hey, I'll join this server. And then I trained my own Luigi amiibo, Hello Mario, and it was history ever since.
Nice, nice. Correct me if I'm wrong. Wasn't he the one to put on the tournament with the highest prize pool?
Captain Kidd?
Yeah. Or
I
am
I
I?
I, I believe so. I, I
Okay.
I wouldn't be a I'm currently not a connoisseur of Captain Kidd anymore, but I was invited to a vanilla tournament he did a few years back. That's
Oh,
Bullsby fan.
nice, nice. Well, Orchid, I know we actually did a collaboration here together. That was basically your stream versus my stream, and
Yeah,
we made it interesting, but in the end, you guys won. So, congratulations on
with
that
the
again.
power of friendship and love and wokeness
I think you're forgetting imagination and creativity too.
and being gay, I guess.
So, I mean, it seems like you've had a lot of moments in Amiibo, and luckily, I've been able to share at least one or two here with you. But could you share with us really a moment? It could be tournament, any kind of Amiibo kind of event that really stands out to you the most.
Um, I would have to say, uh, well, I have two answers.
Okay.
I have the cop out answer, I have the shill answer, and I have like the genuine answer. I think I'll express both of them.
All right.
So, back in I believe it was 2021, we had a tournament in AFC hosted by a fellow friend of mine, HBH. He hosted a tournament in AFC, and I had entered a pretty silly Donkey Kong that uses a method that I had dubbed the Cataquack method, where it goes for ding dongs and up Bs and all that jazz. This was back in 2021, way before like up B on Donkey Kong was popularized. I was doing it way back then on some sillier amiibo. I had this Donkey Kong named Alpha Seth Rogen, and it had actually went on to win the tournament, which really goes to show that there's a lot you can do with amiibo outside of like the optimal norm. Like I just remember that tournament was so awesome just playing through.
Nice, nice. It's funny you bring that up. I remember Actually, I mentioned him earlier on this broadcast. Actually, my K. Rool Ecstasy Albert. What I did was making him, I put it to slow mo and did a method called moonwalk method. I don't know if you ever heard of that or not, but
Oh, I had not.
yeah, it's interesting. I guess really it was initially just theorized to raise Faint Master value pretty easily. But long story short, I did this weird thing, and then all of a sudden he's like at the top of Amiibots in like not even a week. So the Amiibo doctor actually was like, so what was once the norm is no longer the norm. The weird thing is now the norm, and kind of goes to your point. When you do something silly in Amiibo, it could actually really work for you, but it also could
Yeah.
become the norm now.
Yeah, absolutely. I've done like a few things, like researching like these little side ventures in Amiibo. I labbed out a lot of the item spirits. I labbed out a lot of the unobtainable spirits. I found out about Fist and Foot as well as Fire and Ice, and created like biblical builds of Amiibo. And then people started eventually using that in AFC, and we had to ban it almost immediately. That was a fun little thing. It reminds me, Staples, about your moonwalk thing. Staples had something similar that he kind of coined with Peach and Daisy that he calls agriculture method, where it uses two unobtainable spirits, item attack up and item attack up, which when paired together would provide a 2.52 times attack boost to items. So he had the idea, hey, let's use this with Peach and have her spam turnips, which, if you know, it's a bit difficult to teach Peach and Daisy to kind of just spam turnips. But then I tried the idea, and what I did was I set the launch rate to 2.0 and then did that, and it ended up working miraculously. I have a Peach that is agriculture build, and it is really good. It beat, I believe, it beat a Pokemon trainer with triple fire and ice, believe it or not. So
Wow.
it's really impressive.
No, yeah, that's nothing to sneeze at. But yeah, I when you say it's tough to really teach the spams, it kind of takes me back to when, gosh, this was either Soy Sauce or Rap Jam's YouTube. So I apologize to either of those guys, if one's taking credit here, but I saw just this crazy Peach Amiibo combo with Turn Up, and it was like, wow, that was able to be taught. So I mean, yeah, the turnip is definitely something that can be viable, but also I just am afraid when teaching vegetable to my peach amiibo, she's gonna spam it. So I usually just kind of sprinkle that in every now and again. But yeah, as far as the agriculture method, I've never really heard that one before, and this was just really coined by Staples, you said?
Yeah, Stables kind of labbed it out.
Hmm.
He was in his little mad scientist lab, just throwing things together, and then I came in and just made it work.
Yeah, I really appreciate Staples going into his mad scientist phases because he brings some hits from that.
Yeah, all the little homunculuses he makes are really funny to see, especially when they work decently.
So, I mean, Orchid, you've had a great history here in Amiibo, so we gotta ask, I mean, before we ask really what's next for Schmorkage Stream, what is next for Orchid the Amiibo trainer?
So I have trained 201 amiibo up to this point. I think a little bit more than that.
That's a lot.
Yes, I've trained every character, and I am looking to train an amiibo or I'm looking to have every spirit in the game on an amiibo at one point. Like, I have a checklist. I'm like halfway through, and I have that other half to go. There's like around 256 spirits in total. I want to use all of them, even the ones that don't actually do anything, like chase offense up, which I've already used, and activities up, which I think I've already used on the same character.
For sure. Well, good luck with that. I mean, personally, I would just like to stick with stuff in game, but I would also like to try and some new stuff in game on Amiibo at some point. But I'm more really looking into optimal stuff at the moment. But
Oh yeah.
I do want to ask though, what is next for Schmorkage Stream? Because Schmorkage Stream is kind of popping off. It feels like.
I would disagree, but thank you. Um, After this charity event, after tomorrow, I'm going to take a little bit of a break to focus on Lancey and air hockey because I really want to get a demo out by Halloween. That's my goal for the year. Get this out by Halloween. Not necessarily a full release, but like a demo to gauge interest.
Right on, right on. All right, well, Orchid, I know you're actually probably streaming still right now, so we're gonna
Oh,
go
I'm
ahead.
setting up matches right now.
Oh, nice, nice. Um, So I just got one more question here. We're gonna let you get back to your matches here. As far as the Amiibo community as a whole, in fact, you know what? I'm gonna make this a two-part question here for you. So as far as the Amiibo community as a whole, one, who are some trainers that you think are really stepping up their game and are gonna take, just they're gonna be big? Like, who are some up and comers that you really got your eye on right now?
Uh, I would have to say Nubinator for sure. He's got
Absolutely.
a very competitive spirit, and he's absolutely going to win more tournaments in the future if he puts his mind to it, and I think he will. He's got a very competitive like mindset. Another one is JA9K. I think he's gotten really good as an amiibo trainer as of late. Even in the charity major alone, he has several amiibo in the final bracket, which I just think is impressive. There's this trainer called Salty. They've got a Pac-Man in the final bracket, which I just think is insane. What is Pac-Man doing up here with all these A+ tiers? Um, Nerf is a good friend of mine. They've also been playing a lot with uh so more of the skeleton of amiibo training with like seeing like specific values, see what they do. Truly crafting the perfect amiibo. And I would like to give a shout out to MJ, a very good friend of mine. I started teaching them how to train amiibo, and they have 3 amiibo in this tournament. And I don't think any of them got past to the final bracket, but I still think they're very sweet.
Right on, right on. Yeah, as far as a Pac-Man in final bracket, that that is pretty crazy. Um, so as far as the Meebo community, and you could go as controversial with this as you want to. I'm okay with it, but if you could change one thing about the entire Amiibo community, what would it be?
Oh, this is a good one. All right, I have a few answers for this. I have a
Okay,
few answers for this.
okay, we got time.
I think there should be more people streaming amiibo.
Yes.
I think the scene would definitely benefit from that. I think people should get more experimentational with amiibo
Okay. Yeah.
because we see a lot of variety with stuff like that, and I think it's always healthy to try something new. Even if it's silly, even if it's not optimal, even if your triple improved escape Mewtwo goes 1 and 2 in like a 12 amiibo bracket. Um, it's always nice to see these things get tried out. And another thing, I think more charity events should be held in this community. I really hope that I'm kind of breaking new ground here, and it'll inspire some of the other creators in this field to start helping the causes they care about.
Yeah, right on, right on. I mean, we actually did do a charity event, Amiibo fight, back in, gosh, what was that? Almost a year ago, something like that, for our 500 followers, and
Oh,
we
that's
raised
nice.
around, yeah, we did it for St. Jude. We raised around 200 bucks, and this also came from me just matching whatever everybody just went into, and yeah, it was a nice event there.
Yeah, it sounds like it's about time you do another one.
Gosh, I just gotta find the time, man.
There's always time for charity.
True, true. Yeah, I mean, also, I want to do it better. I want to do it better.
Oh, for sure.
So, it wouldn't hurt actually for me to go back to that VOD and be like, what did we do right and what can we do better? And That's what I really feel like us in the community, or I strive for that, is just, hey, improvement is a real thing. Don't ever feel like you're perfect or you're good where you are. You can always be getting better.
Oh, absolutely. I know my streams are terrible.
No, they are not terrible.
Have you? Okay. When was the last time you sat through and watched an entire Schmorked VOD?
A whole okay, dude,
Start to
I don't
finish,
even
all the warts, all the jokes and all.
I'm,
We joke about some crazy stuff. I don't know.
I know you do, but you know what? That's what makes the content, and not only just content, special and sentimental to you, because you're gonna be 40, 50 years old, and you're gonna watch these VODs and be like, "Them's
Oh,
were the good
Brad
old
Pitt is
days."
so funny. Whoa.
Exactly, and I've seen a lot of streams. Trust me, you engage with your audience, you have a great personality, which is what really brings people back to a stream. So you're doing good. You just, again, there's
I
always room for
appreciate that.
improvement.
I do really do appreciate that.
Yeah, no problem at all, Orchid. And again, like I said earlier, you were actually one of the first people to want to collaborate with me. So, I really appreciate that, and just kind of, really humbling us in that crew battle. I I didn't expect to lose, but
Yeah, honestly, who I think it was JA9K's Pichu Cheez-Its that beat that Sephiroth. And I think they beat another amiibo too. That was so impressive. I gotta give him my shout outs for that too.
JA is just, he's on another level. So when I beat him, I'm like, oh my gosh, I did something here. All right, well, Orchid, I'm gonna let you get back to your charity event, and everybody, let's give a round of applause. I know Orchid can't hear it, but they'll feel it in spirit. A round of applause for Orchid, and make sure to follow Schmorkid Stream on Twitch. And in fact, do you have a YouTube?
I do. I have the main channel which is for highlights, and I have a VOD channel where you can watch the full stream VODs.
Yeah, I gotta get my VOD channel set up. I've been meaning to do that for a month, but
It's great for preservation purposes because you'll have people 12 years from now
mhm.
commenting, "Wow, this guy sucks at Amiibo," in the comments, and you'll be showing these comments to your kids and be like, "Look at that guy."
That's probably the guy who thinks his Incineroar amiibo with super armor is the strongest amiibo in the world.
Yeah, I do have one thing I want to promote,
Sure,
if
go
you
for it.
will let me.
Definitely.
So, me and Staples have subscriber amiibo tournaments that happen monthly. They are Oasis, which is mine, and Stasis, which is Staples. He does his at the middle of the month. I do mine at the end of the month. The next one I'm going to be hosting is going to be at the end of September. It's going to be doubles.
Ooh,
So if anyone is interested in uh, supporting the channel or getting your amiibo in a bracket, definitely subscribe. You get access to the Discord server. You get to help choose the rules for the next Oasis tournament, and you'll be able to put in some hopefully fun amiibo.
totally, totally. It's funny. I was thinking to myself, I feel like I got some Twitch subscriptions that I'm just not really using as much anymore. So maybe, unsubscribe from them, follow your stream, have a fun, wacky 2v2 tour. In fact, what is the tier list restriction for that 2v2?
Uh, like I said, this is the subscribers make up the rules. So maybe become a subscriber and talk amongst the others. See who gets banned.
All right.
I think usually Incineroar, Kazuya, absolutely like the highest. Basically, nothing lame. I guess.
All right, all right. Yeah, I would probably suggest A. Maybe we'll go A plus and lower. It's just I'm a little hesitant because I know everyone's got like a really funny or really good King DDD that just thwomps my amiibo, so maybe we will just keep it A and lower.
Hey, DDD can be funny.
I gotta train a DDD sometime. I feel like I'm getting to that point where I'm ready for the penguin.
I think what you gotta do is so one thing DDD probably maybe totally really struggles with is getting grabbed. So I think what you should do is train a King DDD with triple improved escape. That way he will always escape from getting grabbed. So he's immune to throws.
That is actually pretty funny. I mean, some amiibo trainers I feel like they don't really throw a lot of grab into their amiibo, but some of them do. So that actually does seem pretty viable, especially if especially if I just spam F tilt with this thing, because that's what I see a lot of pretty talented King DDDs do.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
All right, well, Orchid, again, thank you so much for dropping by. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Miss Orchid.
Thank you. I will see you all hopefully soon. Have a good one.
Definitely. In fact, Orchid, just before you go, Amiibo Fight is holding a B plus and lower vanilla 2v2 tour, so keep that in mind.
All right, you hear that? You hear that, Schmorked viewers? Sign up to that.
Definitely. We're getting some good competition so far. Everybody's getting teams together, so also no Meta Knight. We did vote out Meta Knight, just an FYI.
All right, so enter suboptimal Meta Knight since it's not the meta. All
All
right,
right. Well, take it easy, Orchid. This was fun, and can't wait to collab again with you, Staples, Nubinator, the gang, really.
the gang, the crusty crew, even.
Just make
All
sure
right.
Staples stops peefing.
Whoop beefing. Hey, SpongeBob. Wah, wah.
All right. Well, that was Orchid, ladies and gentlemen. Um, Actually, I could go ahead and bounce from here, and I don't need to stream Sept anymore. There we go. There we go. Well, yeah, you guys did hear me say B plus and lower vanilla 2v2 tour. That's actually going to be, gosh, is that this Monday? No, it's a week from Monday. I'm sorry, because I originally put it for Monday and was like, oh, that's Labor Day. I want to get drunk. So it'll be a week from Monday and gives you guys more time to prepare, find a teammate. Tier 1 subscribers don't need to find a teammate, but you could still do that, split them up. We're also talking a little bit about what's going on in the community. I did say soy sauce is still head honcho here for Heatwave Havoc, but there is actually a new contender though for cool tournaments that are coming up, and this actually does represent some cash, dollar bills, y'all. I am so sorry if I butcher your name here, but Aikiba is hosting a tournament in USAC right now. I don't know if they've reached capacity on that or not, but it does look like there is a prize pool. I'm gonna see if I can actually pull that up so I can give you guys the right facts here, so I'm not estimating. That is core tournament discussion. I don't want to be there. Not saying it's a bad place. I'm just saying, you know, not where we need to be. So yeah, basically it's involving teams, and you'll be able to choose from 4 listed teams, and they'll force you on a team if you don't mention a team. But the teams are PWOG, Ultimate Haters, Amiiballers, and the Glazers. I chose Amiiballers, by the way. So there is also a prize pool because kind of want to do an invitation prize pool. So first is $60, second is 30, third is 10. Top 3 trainers with the most points overall, first $30, second 15, third 15. And team with the highest points rewards the top 3 in the team. So first is $30, second is 15, and third is $5. No, not ducks, bucks. In total, that's $200 prize pool. It's nothing to sneeze at. I mean, I like our prize pools, but that's kind of shitting on ours. I mean, we got a grand prize of $50 for our tour coming up $50 to the winning team, I should add. 25 for the runner-up, and third place prize we are going to hand out some t-shirts, so that's cool. That's cool. Um Other than that, though, guys, I think we've kind of wrapped up here on Amiibo Talk. I just want to end with one more final thought in regards to Frostbite's suggestion on Amiibo functionality for the cut characters. So we did have someone just saying, yeah, they're just not going to work. They're not going to work. And, that is a Nintendo thing to do for them to just be like, sorry, this kind of hardware does not integrate with this type of hardware. So, That's something I hope doesn't happen. But guys, again, this is Nintendo. Nintendo does not always make the right decision. So that's really just my final thought here on Amiibo Talk. We went a little over than what was supposed to be because I still got some raid boss testing to do. But make sure to join us for that later tonight at 8 p.m. Central Time right here on YouTube. And also don't forget to follow us on Twitch, guys, because tomorrow we do have a vanilla free-for-all arena opening up at 7:30 Central Time, and we is about to bounce. See you in a little bit.